Have you ever been betrayed by your loved ones? If not, then you are very lucky. I was betrayed by my best friend. Hi, I'm Mila. Press like and subscribe to the channel. Fiona and I were complete opposites. She was a real beauty, but well, looks aren't the only thing that matter, right? Haha. Despite all that though, we were friends. One day, we were sitting in a cafe. Fiona was telling me about something, but I was hardly paying any attention to her. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Jacob and his friends were passing by the cafe. I couldn't help but stare after him. He was so handsome. Wait a minute. Do you have a crush on Jacob? Damn it! I didn't want to talk about it, but there was nothing I could do. I had to admit that someone like me had fallen in love with the coolest guy in our neighborhood. You have to take the first step and make him notice you. Are you kidding? Look at me. Looks don't matter. We just need to act. Fiona convinced me to give it a try. I waited for Jacob on the street and tried to talk to him several times, but nothing worked. Sometimes he laughed, but mostly he didn't notice me at all. One day, Fiona invited me over to her place and told me some good news. Jacob invited me to a pool party. You're coming with me. But I wasn't invited, and I have nothing to wear. Nonsense. No one's gonna mind if I bring a friend with me. And as for your clothes... She took an outfit with tiny shorts out of the closet. I doubted it was a good idea, but Fiona made me try it on. It looked stunning on her, but it was bursting at the seams when I put it on. I hoped I'd be able to take it off later. Then Fiona did my makeup and covered up my pimples. They were still noticeable though. I looked in the mirror and wilted. I can't do this! You can't Photoshop me in real life, so I'm not going. Oh, come on! You look great! And somehow my friend managed to convince me. There were a lot of guests at the party. Fiona and I were complimented a lot. It might be hard to believe, but Jacob even asked me to dance. I couldn't believe it was really happening. Wow! At some point, everyone started changing into swimsuits and jumping into the pool. I immediately moved away. I had always been afraid of water, and I didn't know how to swim. Mila, jump in. Yeah, come on, let's swim. I kept refusing, feeling embarrassed. Then Fiona called me over. I came closer to the pool, and my friend suddenly pushed me in the water. Ah! Why had she done it? She knew about my phobia. I panicked and I started flailing in the water. I was really scared. Someone threw me an inflatable mattress. I tried to climb on top of it, but I was too heavy and it didn't work. And everyone was laughing at me the whole time. I looked at Fiona and I couldn't believe my eyes. She was kissing Jacob. What was going on? After a few minutes, I finally managed to get out of the pool. I immediately went up to Fiona. How could you do that? We're friends. Friends? Don't make me laugh. I just felt sorry for you. Thanks for doing my homework for me, by the way. I couldn't believe she said that. Oh, and Jacob isn't interested in you, so leave him alone. Everyone started laughing at me again. I wanted to sink through the floor. Jacob was grinning too. Sorry, girl, but you're not good enough for me. I couldn't bear it any longer, and I ran away. A girl caught up to me by the door and patted me sympathetically on the shoulder. Fiona's been saying nasty things about you behind your back for a long time. Before the party, I accidentally overheard a conversation. How can you be friends with someone so plain? It's embarrassing. We're not friends. Mila just follows me around. Not friends, you say? Prove it. She pushed you into the pool on purpose. Hearing that didn't make me feel any better. Quite the opposite. I get it. Thank you for telling me. I spent the evening at home, crying. Then my parents told me something surprising. I was offered a job in California. This is our chance at a good life. We're moving there in a few days. Yes! I was glad. I wouldn't have to see Jacob or that traitor Fiona again. I wondered what would await me in California. Do you see that confident beauty? It might be hard to believe, but that's actually me. Let me tell you what happened. Several years passed since we moved. At first, I felt miserable and I mostly stayed at home. But then, I got angry and I decided I would change. I signed up for swimming classes to overcome my fear of water. Then, I started surfing, going to the gym and losing weight. Dad's career took off and we quickly got rich. I asked him for some money so I could go to a cosmetologist. And soon, I got rid of my ugly pimples, became more confident, and got great at surfing. even took part in competitions. Life got better. But one day, Dad had to go to another country for a while for work. Mom went with him, and I was sent to my grandmother for the summer. You want to guess where she lived? In my hometown, in the neighborhood where I used to hang out with Fiona. It would be hilarious if we met. Both Fiona and Jacob would be stunned if they saw me. And you know what? We did meet, but their reaction surprised me. One day, I went for a walk and accidentally ran into Fiona. She was hanging out in the park with her friends. Fiona looked me up and down and noticed both my Gucci handbag and Apple Watch. Hi, I think I saw you with a suitcase. I came to stay with my grandmother for the holidays. Cool. Well, I'm Fiona. What's your name? Wait, didn't she recognize me? Jacob was sitting next to her. He also looked like he was seeing me for the first time. I wanted to tell them who I was and see the look on their faces, but I got a better idea. I decided I would take revenge on both Fiona and Jacob. I'm Mila. Can you show me around? I've never been here before. They agreed, and I joined them. While walking, I noticed a poster. Just imagine, swimming competitions were going to take place here. I immediately decided I was going to participate. In the evening, I applied for the competition and described all my past achievements. And soon I got permission to participate. I practiced each morning, and in the afternoons, I hung out with Fiona. When she found out that my dad had his own company and I was a swimming champion, she immediately asked if we could be friends. One day, she told me that her parents were very strict. They cared about their reputation a lot, but they were leaving that night, and Fiona was thinking of throwing a party in their house. Oh, you should totally do it! It's not like they're gonna find out about it anyway. I mentally rubbed my hands together with villainous glee. They would definitely find out. I would make sure of it. When the party started, I came up to all the guests and tried to make them laugh. Then, I started sneakily increasing the music volume, and I broke an expensive statuette. After that, I called the police and said I was Fiona's neighbor.